What is up, disc golfers? Today on Iceberg TV, Vlogmas episode 2, we have the 1-year anniversary box from Clash Discs. I was super pumped to get this in the mail. I've really enjoyed throwing Clash Discs all year. I haven't been exclusively Clash or anything, but about half my bag is Clash Discs at this point. I've really been enjoying the molds, so when I saw they sent me one of these, I was super pumped. I've had a pretty good relationship with Clash from the very beginning. When they very first started, I had all their prototype discs, and they pretty much haven't sent me a bad disc. The plastic's good, the molds are good, and that's one of the biggest things that I feel like new companies struggle with, is they don't necessarily do a good job making pro-level molds. Clash did not have that. Clash had pro-level molds right out of the gate, so they've always impressed me specifically with the molds. I haven't poked through this box yet, but I can already see on top we have a few different goodies. I'll just pull all the goodies out. We'll just get through those. We got some glow tape here, so you can take these off, stick them to the discs, and go play some glow golf. We have a cool Clash Discs Velcro patch. Really cool mini. And then this is one of the micro, I believe this is called the Raspberry. So it's like a little disc you would give to a kid, but you can see it still has the beveled edge of like a normal disc golf disc. This is not a normal mini. This is something you could go out and throw like 200 or 300 feet in a field. So that little Raspberry is pretty cool. So let's get into the nitty gritty here. We have the Spice. This is the Eric Oakley Spice. This is, I believe, a 9-speed overstable distance driver or control driver, depending on how you view the 9-speed slot. It feels very overstable, kind of feels very similar to the Discmania Splice to me. It's very aggressive and concave under the wing right here, and it's not too wide a rim. Feels like it's going to be a really nice backhand and forehand overstable control driver. Probably something that I would really love for flex forehands, throwing out on that nice Anheuser angle, letting it flex out. It feels like a slower Felon, and I'm sure that's what Eric Oakley was probably going for when they designed this disc. But nice metal flake plastic, looks super cool. We got the Spice. Next disc in here is the Wild Honey. Got a nice holographic foil on there. This Honey, already out of the box, feels a little bit more understable than my original prototype Honeys. It's a bit more convex here. It's not quite fully convex, but I mean, you can really see the difference between the Spice and the Honey. You can see what the two extremes would look like. This is very concave here, and this is not so much very concave here, and that really affects the stability of a disc. My original Honeys were a lot more concave under here, and my experience adds to the stability. So I think this is going to be a nice, not flippy, but a nice glidey turnover bomber, and I'm really excited to see this fly. So Trevor Staub from Foundation Disc Golf has been throwing the Honey a lot. They go far, really good disc, and I'm super impressed with this mold right out of the gate. Next disc in here, we got a Metal Flake Mango. It says it's in the steady plastic, but it's got a bunch of really nice metal flakes in there. Looks super good. Overstable mid-range 5404 flight numbers. I never knew that that's what the flight numbers were. I just have the prototype one without flight numbers, but this totally makes sense because this disc is so overstable. Kind of flies like a Justice for me. So each box comes with one of their new glow discs, a glow butter or a glow cookie. This box contained the glow cookie. I'm very excited to go give this a throw. My prototype cookies were very overstable, probably very similar to like the Dynamic Evader, so a bit more overstable than the normal T-Bird slot. Similar speed to the T-Bird, not too wide in the rim, but from my experience, the cookie was quite a bit more overstable than the T-Bird, has a lot more finish and can handle a lot more Anheuser angle and really flex out. So it was their first overstable fairway option that we had from Clash. This glow one looks super dope, looks super good. Next disc in here, we have a Special Blend Mint. Super board flat. The prototype mints mine had a slight dome to them, and they were not nearly this stiff. They were a bit soft and gummy, and I didn't really love it. It wasn't nearly as overstable as the flight numbers would have indicated. This feels a lot better, and I think it's going to be a lot more overstable than the floppy, domey ones that I had before. You can see the profile is very similar to like a Tactic, a Harp, or an A2. Any of those overstable throwing putters have this very similar shape here. Very overstable, very flat. Feels very good for forehand throws. We got the good stuff here. We got the Clash Discs butter. I've been absolutely loving putting with the butter. I've been using the same 2 prototype butters since I first received them. They're getting very beat up. I'm really excited to actually put a new butter into the bag. Really nice mint color, and this is in the softy plastic. So I haven't had one in this plastic. I only have them in the prototype plastic. You want to use softer putters in the winter because your hard putters will get brittle in the winter. But if you have a nice soft putter, it's going to firm right up and be that perfect feel for on the course all winter long. And the last disc we got in here, all the boxes have a special edition salt. This is in a specialty plastic, and it has a really nice cool stamp on it. It has this really nice holiday festive symmetrical stamp that looks really, really cool. The salt is that destroyer type driver, that professional level driver for your pro player, your advanced player, your power thrower. This is the disc you want if you have a big arm. The salt can handle pretty much any arm speed, and it's a really dependable, overstable distance driver. So if you throw hard, you'll get some turn, but if you don't throw hard, you can really force it on some Anheuser angles and get really nice flex shots out of it. Now, if you can't tell, my voice is a little hoarse. I haven't been feeling super well, but I want to make sure I get content out for you guys all Vlogmas long. I want to do 25 videos leading all the way up to Christmas. And I know you guys want to have disc golf content through the holidays, so I'll do everything I can to continue pumping out those videos. Go to bergsdiscsports.com, use code ICE10 for 10% off your order. The link is in the description below. If you want to get one of these 1-year boxes, I would highly recommend it. I think these Clash box is honestly a better value than the Discmania box. Every disc in there I'm excited to throw. Most of those Discmania boxes, they kind of bait you with 1 or 2 really cool discs, and then you just get a bunch of stuff that you don't really want. These Clash boxes are really premium. The discs are good quality. All premium discs except for the putter, exactly how you would want it. But that's my thoughts on the Clash box. Big thumbs up here at Iceberg TV. Thanks again. Take care.